All right, welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
He wasn't ready for me to record, but too bad. We're plugging away here. It is Sunday. It's 10 to 5, Sunday, January 5th, as we record this Pacific time.
Yeah.
It's the fourth or fifth video we've recorded today, and we're going to keep hammering away. So this video is planned to go up on Friday, January 10th, which is the day that Judge Maran has said that he is going to sentence Donald Trump for the criminal money laundering case known as the hush money case to Stormy Daniels, where Trump and his team paid off a woman that he had an affair with, forced himself on, in order to avoid political embarrassment and repercussions for forcing himself on a porn star prior to the election, something that would normally kill anybody's political ambitions and kill their election, that he tried to hide from the public.
Well, it wasn't that he necessarily forced himself on her.
Oh no, he forced himself on her.
Well, I mean, certainly he initiated it.
He forced himself on her, according to her testimony.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
I'm not making that up. I'm not being hyperbolic. I am quoting Stormy Daniels on that.
Oh, okay.
Now, the other part of that is then he tried to make it a business expense and hide it from. They took steps to hide this, so there is no innocence with this. They knew what they were doing. They got caught. They got convicted of a bunch of felonies for it, 34, I believe.
Yep.
And these felonies should result in prison sentences. But hey, this guy's supposed to be the president of the United States, and even Alvin Bragg, the prosecutor, saying, locking up the president of the United States might be problematic.
Yes.
So,
once again, I know it's frustrating for David. It's frustrating for me. It's frustrating for the folks out there in the audience.
I'm leaving. I'm so frustrated.
Look, he's leaving. That's how frustrated. Oh, the light came on. You just had an idea. I can see.
It's getting dark outside.
But Trump's sole contract might be basically shining a bright, shiny light on all the stuff that's gotten rotten and needs to be fixed, and he is able to avoid having to pay consequences or accountability for these actions in order for him to continue to fill his sole contract of shining a bright, shiny light on where things are broken and corrupted. And it's frustrating for us because we weren't there when he made this agreement. I don't know if we had a vote when he made this agreement. If we do, I want to see the minutes of the meeting where I agreed that this was okay.
Part of God's ineffable plan, which God can shove up his collective butt, as far as I'm concerned.
At the end of the day, you have to trust that it's playing out the way it was meant to play out. I know you're saying I'm number one, right?
Oh no, I'm flipping off the heavens there.
So
much for perfect ineffable plans. I have opinions.
Yes, indeed. That's why we're here. We're here to learn. This is part of the process, I suppose.
This is not what I signed up for. It's not what anybody signed up for.
Yeah, we don't remember what we signed up for, but I think it was.
I'm pretty darn sure this wasn't it.
Yeah, it was for the condominiums and the water skiing. I think it's what we signed up for. So there's going to be sentencing on January the 10th.
And it damn well better not be, we're just dismissing the charges, so to speak,
It's not, the charges can't be dismissed. It's the sentencing.
It better, at the very minimum, what I'm willing to accept is we will suspend your sentence, pending good behavior. If you continue to break laws when you're no longer the president, we're going to lock you up.
Yeah.
Well, he won't be able to not break the laws. The man is physically incapable of following the law. So at least there, hey, you did it to yourself. We're locking you up. Now, I was telling Gary, he won't live long enough.
Yeah, he probably won't. And we should probably be doing a Trump health video in the near future. But we should probably look at the energy around Judge Maran, because I'm sure what he wants to do and what he is able to do are two very different things.
Yeah.
For entertainment purposes only. Would you like me to do that, or would you like to do that?
No, you can start off.
Okay, fine.
F this guy.
Judge Maran or Trump?
Trump.
Okay. So let me pull this up a little bit. You don't need to see my computer. Okay, so what's the energy around Judge Maran? How's he feeling about this whole situation on January the 10th? Okay, foundation is temperance, something my brother could learn a little bit about. It's balancing out your emotions, keeping calm, looking at the big picture. Don't get too upset about things. Cross is the agreements. In this case, I think the agreements are the jury came up with 34 felony convictions and coming up with a sentence that is appropriate for these felony convictions. However, having to balance that against the fact that the moron that got convicted 34 times was elected by other morons to become president of the United States. Underneath it is the Seven of Swords. He keeps getting away with stuff. He steals stuff and he gets away with it. And it's frustrating. I know there's someone on the other end of this who's feeling just as frustrated as David and I are feeling. It's just, when are we going to, we know he did it. When is he going to finally get, pay the consequences and held accountable for his actions? In the past, we got the Six of Wands, the victory card. Yeah, he was convicted. Justice prevailed. However, it was also delayed. The sentencing kept getting delayed because, he's, I forget what the July delay was, but then it got delayed to November, and then it got delayed past the election, and now it's finally coming to a head in January, 10 days before, 10 days before he gets inaugurated, if he gets inaugurated. Current energy is the Eight of Wands. The messaging will come out fast on Friday. It'll be over the air. There'll be lots of messaging on what's going to happen. Overarching energy is the Four of Swords. Maran having to be contemplative about this. I think he had a lot of swords he wanted to draw and impale this convicted felon with, but he's got, instead of stabbing him with the swords, he's got to put him parallel with the sword. So I think this is kind of like what Dave was mentioning, where there may be a monetary penalty that's paid. There could be a prison term that maybe is suspended pending his presidential term. It could be, hey, in 4 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, when you're done, you're going to be going off to the pokey. Don't hold your breath. Oh, another 4 card. The lesson to be learned is the Four of Wands. It's ironic because Dave often sees this as a prison card, the bars of a prison cell. Whoops. Oh, you're going to like this last card. It came jumping out. It was so excited. You may be celebrating now, but there could be prison waiting for him later. And then the card that just couldn't wait to come out, Ace of Swords, Sword of Truth, Sword of Justice. Maran is going to come up with a just verdict for Trump. We may not like it. It may not be the verdict that we were hoping for, but it'll be just, it'll be true, and we just may have to wait a while for the full accountability to come through.
Trump is obviously going to try and appeal to get these 34 convictions off his record.
Yes.
Will he be successful in getting these convictions removed from his record, because clearly the Supreme Court needs to weigh in on this, even though it's a state crime. So now you're going to have to go through. I think he's already gone through the state appeals, hasn't he?
He did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he already did.
Part of the whole delay of it.
Right. So will Trump be held to those 34 counts, or will he have it overturned? Eight of Coins working on this. Page of Pentacles looking for a mercenary, looking for somebody to help him with this. Ace of Wands. That's his next big action, is to get this removed.
Yep.
From him. He's going to throw money at it. He's going to throw a lot of money at this. He doesn't like it. He feels it's a tarnish on his reputation. So, he's going to come forward like the victim. It's a witch hunt. I deserve this. This is hugely embarrassing to my legacy to have this thing in there. This has got to be made right. It's the end of the line. The World card. Brings him full circle. What does that mean? Bringing him full circle on this. He's been convicted. I don't see how the Supreme Court, either in New York or the federal Supreme Court, can do anything to undo this. It's like he brings it over and then they probably decide not to take the case.
Yeah.
This doesn't involve the Constitution. Deal with the embarrassment. You're the one who went out there and forced yourself on other people while your wife was home with your baby. That's on you, pal. If you can't handle the consequences of your embarrassing actions, that's on you. This isn't constant. I don't think it's going to get overturned. They're just he'll try, but I don't think it's going anywhere. And now here's the thing, Gary. If he is given a suspended sentence or anything that implies incarceration in the future after he is no longer the president, we'll do it. You can both do 4 cards on this one. Will he actually see the inside of a prison cell?
Okay.
Yeah, or some type of incarceration, whether it's house arrest, a hospital, or a prison cell, some type of confinement.
Okay.
4-carder.
4-carder. Really see some sort of accountability and confinement for this.
I got the King of Pentacles. What'd you get?
Ace of Pentacles.
Yeah.
There's a big offer on play. Oh, there's my King of Pentacles. Oh boy. Okay, so is there going to be some sort of incarceration or?
Oh, we both got the 4 of Cups. We both got the King of Pentacles.
Yep. I got my World card from your last one. Okay, so let me see if I can take a crack at this. Okay, so the Ace is kind of a beginning, something of value, something monetarily of value is coming forth, something new. The main clarifier is I'm the King of Pentacles. This is kind of a Trump card or the oligarch card. Very wealthy people looking out for him. Maybe some wealthy people come up with an idea for him. You got the 7 of Wands, defending yourself. Maybe they've come up with, they're going to fund some sort of defense for him. It's interesting because in this case it'd be sentencing, so there's really no more defense at that point. Maybe they're going to make like a 4 seasons prison in Mar-a-Lago. Trump's not going to be happy. or someone's not going to be happy. They're not going to be happy with how this plays out, and it's the end of the cycle. I think what's going to happen is that there's going to be. I just have a hunch that he's going to have some sort of health event.
There you go. Waiting for it. I was waiting for it. Yeah. I'm not healthy enough to go to prison.
Yeah, it's. I think it's just a health event, and that's going to be his defense.
Yeah,
is that I'm too feeble. I've been given 4 months to live or 6 months to live type of thing. My world is coming to an end. That's kind of what I'm seeing with this.
Yeah, and I was going to say no. It's like wealthy people have everything their way. We don't like it. There's an agreement, basically. Society allows wealthy people to have their own laws, and if we don't like it, we need to change it. This has to lead to reform. When I was looking at your reading event, initially I was thinking, oh, well, it sounds like it's going to be a reform reading with you too. But then I was looking at that Ace of Pentacles, because notice we both got aces, we both got the King of Coins, and we both got the Four of Cups.
Yep.
So it's like, my reading was like, no, he's not going in. Rich people are held to a different standard. If we don't like it, we can change the laws. Yours are saying, I've got health reasons why I can't, bone spurs. He's going to have bone spurs again, preventing him from going into prison. Basically,
kind of an emerging health event.
His sphincter can't be violated type of health event. They don't have proper depends in prison there. No, there'll be some reason that he's too old, he's too unhealthy, he can't possibly go in there, so you have to figure out something else to accommodate.
I want to do one more for Carter.
Sure.
Should I do it as I don't want to do it on how Trump will react to his sentencing, because he's not going to be happy no matter what, unless if it's short of total exoneration.
Yeah, he won't be happy with it. Yeah.
So how will MAGA feel about the sentencing? Is that, or what should I do, the Dems or the common man?
I'm done. It's all on you.
Okay. How will we feel about Judge Mersan's sentencing of Trump?
You and me?
Seeing as we don't know what it is yet. The deal for Carter.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
The foundation,
free.
Once again, the Four of Wands tends to be a prison card.
Or set him free.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It could be one of two things. You should be looking at prison time, but you're celebrating and you're free.
Man, I'm hoping we'll see you in 4 years.
That was exactly my counter argument is, in 4 years' time, we may be seeing you. We've got a choice there. So Marshawn had to make a choice. And those are probably his two choices right now. Do we see you in 4 years? Or you should be in here and you're damn lucky you're not, because you got elected president.
Yep.
Actions should have been taken far more quickly against you. And of course,
keep going. I've got my thoughts here, obviously.
Yeah, actions should have been. You should be held more accountable for your actions. But once again, you're Trump, and you're always going to get your way. Whatever you want, you get. So I still think there's that whole, I'm going to suspend your sentence. Yeah, but will that sentence include prison time? I guess it looks like he has that choice. He's not going to use it because it's probably suspended because you're in government and I really want to take action on you, but underneath it is Trump getting away with it again because that's his sole contract. So I just don't think we're going to be terribly satisfied with how this thing plays out on the 10th.
Right now, realistically, if Trump hadn't been reelected, they would have all sorts of fun stuff going through right now.
This channel would be a lot more fun too.
Yeah. I would really wish that Maran would give himself some type of future action. Because again, if there's election interference and Trump is not put in the presidency, I would hate to lose this opportunity to show Donald Trump the error of his ways. So I really would hope that Maran, at the very least, suspends the sentence.
Yeah.
And if Trump is no longer the president, it could be revisited. If Trump breaks the laws, it could be revisited. Basically, did you come up with the Ace of Swords somewhere in this reading? Hold the sword of Damocles over his head. You F up, it's coming right down on your pointy little head.
And that was the outcome to my reading.
Yeah. I pull up a Three of Wands here. It's forward looking. I really hope that, and it may just be that he lets it all go on this one, because in the end of the day, it would have been a fine or probation. I mean, because I think it's probation, honestly. That'd be funny enough to make the president of the United States report to your probation officer. That would be a riot.
I imagine there'll be a financial penalty too. How could there not be?
You know what he really should do? He should make them pick up garbage on the weekends. I think that would be hilarious. No golfing for you. If you're out golfing, you could be picking up trash.
Yep.
Get on the side of the road with your Secret Service detail and start cleaning up the Beltway. You said you're going to clean up the Beltway. I'm going to make sure you keep your campaign promise. Get out there and pick up trash, you pile of garbage, and pick up those orange peels while you're at it. I think that would be hilarious. It would be so apropos. They can still give him security briefings for the man who doesn't do the job.
Yep.
Personal time. You got personal time, you could be doing probation time.
Community service.
His
community service will be going to like the getting his Person of the Century award from some MAGA faithful.
Pick up trash.
So very, very specific.
He could be out there with the Jan 6th protesters picking up trash around Washington, D.C. That would be just mwah.
Yeah,
I doubt we'll get that.
I'm pretty sure we won't.
Yeah. All right, we'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah, if you like these videos, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. We put out new videos every night, so subscribe and hit the bell, and we'll wake you up at midnight Pacific time with our newest and latest and greatest video.
Yep. Okay. And thank you, everyone. Again, these readings are for entertainment purpose only. Hopefully, you were entertained. And Gary will now give you the secret card, which this is the only Twin Tarot channel that provides secret cards. All the other ones refuse to provide this service.
Yes, could you imagine?
I know, the very idea.
So the secret card I initially pulled was the Five of Cups, and then I put it back because we're all sad about this. So I want to clarify your secret card, and that clarifier to the Five of Cups, which is the Sorrow card, is the Three of Pentacles. There are going to be people having discussions. I think ultimately what this is that Five of Cups, the sorrow is that Trump's mental capacity gets to a point where he's not going to be held accountable because he's mentally imploding, and he's going to have doctors testifying saying, yeah, you know what, 4 years from now with his suspended prison sentence, he can't really go into prison because he's got the mind of a 2-year-old.
Yeah. And it's not even, to me, it's not that he actually spent any time behind bars. It's you're going to prison. And if you go and go crazy and you can't go behind prison, that's fine. The fact that I don't necessarily need to see him behind bars. It's you're going to go to prison.
Yeah.
If you die beforehand, you die beforehand. You go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs beforehand, you go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs beforehand. But it's you're going there unless you can check out beforehand.
Yeah, I think, and that's probably what that 5 of cups was. That's the sorrow card, where we're not going to be happy. He's not going to be happy. Nobody's going to be happy. This is
Well, yeah,
really
'cause he wants the
annoying.
34 convictions removed. He's not going to get that.
All right.
I want him picking trash up. Give him those little grabbers.
You won't like that either.
No, he would not. That'd be the first honest day's work he's ever done in his life.
Indeed. All right, folks. Have a great day.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.